All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's webinar. My name is Timothy Witter, and I'm giving it just a second because I have a special guest that I'm trying to get on board with me tonight, and she's never done the Google Hangout before. So we are giving it just a second and trying to get her on. So if I stop in the middle of this, I apologize. But if you're tuning in tonight, or if you're watching recording tomorrow or something like that, we're going to go over tonight how you can create an income online part-time in your spare time, really using Facebook. Now, there's no shortage. I tell people all the time, there's no shortage of money in the world today. What there is a shortage of knowledge and know-how and people understanding how to do it. My background is construction. I grew up, barely got out of high school, was working really hard. I have a strong work ethic. I've never had a hard time finding a job, but with a family, got married. And if you don't know me, my name's Tim Witter. I'm obviously not scripted here. Just going to share this with you guys, raw, real, uncut. And I wish I could get her on because she's the smart one of the bunch. It's not good to do a webinar and I can't get the smart one on. Let's see where she's at. Let me text her real quick. And are you coming? She is out in Alabama, and Florence, Alabama tonight. And I know she's trying to get on right now, but I don't think she's never done this before with me, so I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. But anyways, hang out with us until the end. We're gonna do this for about probably 30 minutes. Just sit back, relax, explain to you exactly how. I promise you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, if you're really interested in learning how you can create some extra income online, part-time, in your spare time, you will learn that tonight. There'll be nothing. We're not here to sell you on it or try to convince you. I believe a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. So we're just sharing the information, real laid back and real casual, but it will be worth it to you. For me, I started doing this part-time in my spare time, but right at 3.5 years ago, March 27th, 2013. I found myself really struggling to fill up a savings account, really struggling to maintain my life. I had 2 kids and was looking up, and we're really losing everything that we had, to be honest with you guys. And it was a tough time. But I was seeing a Dave Ramsey financial counselor. Raise your hand if you've heard of him before. Good job. No, I can't see you. But hopefully you guys have heard of that financial counseling service before. And they actually introduced me. This guy's name was Mark, was one of their certified counselors, actually introduced me to this. Because here's the thing. Here's what you got to realize, guys. Small business in America today is the backbone of America. Small business in America is the backbone of America. And the tax benefits of having a home-based business, it's just worth it to have some kind of home-based business. And so the financial counselor told me, he said, you should really give this a try because of all the tax benefits. And I was looking at getting a second job, but here's the problem with getting a second job. A lot of times that puts you in a new tax bracket. So now you're paying more taxes, and because you got put in a different tax bracket, you have to pay more taxes on both jobs. So you may go work a little bit of extra overtime, but what it's going to cost you to be put in that other tax bracket, he said sometimes getting a second job is the worst thing you can do. Hey, there they are. Is the worst thing you can do financially. What the best thing you can do is start a home-based business for all the tax benefits. So if you're watching tonight and you do not have a home-based business right now, whether you want to go and do this with us or you go do something else, honest to God, you guys, you need to have some kind of home-based business. Things like your cell phone, your internet. I think there's 27 different home-based tax-deductible businesses, at least in Texas, that you can claim. And what does tax deductible mean? That means at the end of the year, even if you're somebody who goes, well, I don't make a lot of money, do I really got to be concerned with that? Hello, that was me. And that means money back at the end of the year. And you get to write off so much of your life because you have a home-based business. So should you decide to do this with us tonight, you would be starting your own home-based business. This company is licensed and registered in all 50 states, 20 other countries. And so when you get started, you're recognized as having your own home-based business. So I do have Ann now. Hi, Ann.
Hey. Sorry for the technical difficulty.
It's all right. I told him you were from Alabama and that it was my fault. So
yeah. Gray husband has an EDS, and it took both of us to get on here.
There you go, guys. So Let me share some stuff with you guys real quick, and we're going to get rolling because I want to get through this. I can sit around and chit chat all night about it, but I want to get through this pretty fast. And you're like, well, then hurry up and do it. And I'm trying, I promise. Okay, so let me just kind of give you guys an overview. I got started doing this 3.5 years ago. Like I said, I kind of told you the situation that my family was in. We needed something. We had to have something. And I got started in this over the last 3.5 years. I've fallen in love with this. I mean, it's so awesome. I've seen so many people have success, and it's been just a blessing to be a part of. But for me personally, it's turned into, you know, something that me and my wife have both walked away from, the secular jobs. It's not that you have to do that. I worked my full-time job every day for a year straight, doing this on the side until it got to the point to where it made sense for me to pull my kids out of daycare and do this from home instead of paying somebody else to raise my kids. You know, I continue to raise my own kids. My wife continued to work full-time, and we began going around training people, teaching people how to do this. We've made a lot of money doing it. We've had a lot of fun, and we don't just do it online. You can see the bottom right-hand corner down here. This is my mom, and these are friends of the family that we get together. We teach people how to do this offline and online, and we've had a lot of success. Now, just to give you a little bit more background about me, when my daughter was born, and you see her, you can see the time stamp on here, 2011. When she was born, we just lost our house. We were evicted. Now, a lot of you may not be in that situation, but most people in America today, according to a recent CNN poll, 76% of Americans today are living paycheck to paycheck. And what would happen to your family should the one stream of income that you have go away tomorrow? And you go, oh, that won't happen. I'm secure. Come on, guys. There's people in the oil field right now dying out there. I was in an industry that was going great, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. You see, the unthinkable thing happens to us all the time. And in my opinion, especially now looking back, it was very irresponsible for me to only be relying on one source of income for my family. You see, we were born and we lost our house. Or when my daughter was born, we had lost our house. We were homeless. We were living with my mother and father-in-law out of suitcases. I was working full-time, but it just wasn't what I was used to because the industry crashed. So here's what I knew. I wanted to do something on the side, something part-time, and this is what the financial counselor told me. And this is what I'm telling you tonight. Here's facts. And I want you to think about this, because what we're going to share with you tonight, what we're going to show you tonight, this validates everything. America is spending money, guys. I think we'll all agree. If you're going to write something down, write this down, because this is very true. People do not want to be sold anything, but people love to buy. People love to buy. That's why they can't afford the TV that's in their house, but they'll go put it on a credit card. That's why they can't afford the car payment, but God, I want that. They love to buy, but they don't want to be sold. But here's what they are buying right now. And guys, I'm giving you some little nuggets right here that we're going to come back and talk to in a minute. But America spent $98 billion last year on caffeine products, $98 billion. They spent $12 billion last year on meal replacements. So instead of buying a $7 Happy Meal or a $7 number 3 at Whataburger, they said, hold on, that stuff's not good for me. Let me go find a meal replacement that's better for me. And they spent $12 billion. That's a lot of money, guys. This is just in America. $37 billion on supplements, people wanting to get away from prescription medications and wanting to get away from, you know, all the doctors and everything that want to shove 15 different pills down your throat to try to almost get you hooked on another prescription to take care of what the other prescription was supposed to, you know, cause. And so it's just a big mess. So America's walking away. You have to open your eyes and realize that America's starting to wake up. We're looking at natural foods, supplements, things to put in our bodies, and they spent $37 billion last year on that and $64 billion last year on weight loss products. Okay? Now, guys, here's the thing. We're talking about making money online. The key thing about all that is 96% of Facebook users are already buying these types of products. 96% of Facebook users are already buying those type of products. So I know there's a market out there. The question is, how do I tap into that market? How do I do it from home? How do I do it without chasing my friends down? How do I do it without stocking stuff in my house, without taking time away from my family? Now, I showed you those type of products because I brought Ann on tonight to show you. There's a company called Limu, and they have a host of products that represent over $100 billion in industry that I just showed you. People are already buying. So we've partnered with a company that provides those type of products. We do online marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever you want to call it. We're brand promoters. We promote the brand. We don't sell the product. We promote their brand, and I'll show you how. And those products are bought online. People place, think of Amazon, eBay. Think of how many people buy online today. I buy so much stuff online. Have you ever made a purchase online? A lot of people are buying online. It's convenient. We like to do it on our time because we don't want to be sold. We want to buy when we want to buy, dang it. And so does the rest of the world. So this company has a host of those products, and I want you to get a little feel for the type of products that this company provides and see that, and just kind of get a taste and see the labeling, the marketing, the branding, the look, the feel, and understand. Now, your job is not to go sell people this product. We're not, I'm just going to say it, we're not Advocare, we're not Herbalife, we're not one of those companies where you buy the product, stock it in your house for 20% off, and then go sell it to all your friends and family and chase them down. We do this online. So if that's what you're thinking right now, get it out. That's not what we do. But you either have to provide a service or a product if you're going to make money. I think we'll all agree with that. You either have to have a service or a product. So we have a product that we show people how to go online, do some online marketing, and give people what they want. They want to buy. They want these products. 96% of America, I bet you right now take some kind of caffeine or some kind of energy thing to get you through the day. You might take some kind of weight loss product. You probably have some kind of healthy supplement, some kind of vitamins in your house right now. 96% of you do, I guarantee you. And even if you're one of the 4% that don't, the world around you does. So I'm going to introduce you to somebody who's had a lot of success doing this. She's way smarter than me, and that's great. That's good news for you. She's been to college. She's and you taught first grade, right?
I did.
So she's a first grade teacher. What's that?
I said, so I have taught about the product or service. I have to teach my first graders that when I was in school.
Right. So she's a teacher. That's why she's here. So she can teach you guys a little more about it. And I'm going to turn it to you. What I'd like you to do is just real quick, share your story, and I will jump over and tell me what product you want them to see, and I'll throw that product up so that they can see it. Kind of go over the products that we do, branding for, so that they can get a feel for it. And then I'll come back in and tell them how to do it, exactly how it works.
Okay. And I'm going to check my watch, so I try not to go too long. Okay, hello everyone. I am Ann Palmer. I'm from Florence, Alabama, which is a small town in the northwestern corner of Alabama. Like he said, I was a school teacher and I taught first grade, so I keep things simple. My husband was a football coach and he taught high school, and then he moved on to be an administrator at a different school, and that was when we found Limu. And our thing, Tim was talking about being paycheck to paycheck, and that was us. Almost 5 years ago when we saw Limu, and it really was kind of aggravating because, like I said, he was nearly to his EDS degree and I had my master's, and we're still living paycheck to paycheck. And I never really thought of it before, but even though I had a degree, we were what you'd call on a fixed income, because we knew exactly what we were going to get every month. There was no way to make any more, and we knew what we'd be making 20 years down the road, and so my husband was looking for something. So when he found Limu, he was looking for the money side. I was into the product side because I was the one that tried to keep us healthy. And like Tim said, most people are buying something already. And so we were, I would buy vitamins for me and Brent and the kids. But the bad thing was I would forget to give them to the kids. Except my little girl was 5, and she might come up and say, like a little baby bird, hey, can I have one of those gummy vitamins? And I'd be like, oh, yeah. And that was about the only time I gave them the vitamins. And so, Tim, if you want to focus on the Limu Original first, since I'm talking about vitamins.
Okay, let me jump over there.
When my husband saw this, they showed him the package, and he, like I said, he really wasn't into the product part. And at the time we were 36. So he thought, we were still spring chickens and we wouldn't have a lot of ailments and stuff. But when they told him about the products and how this Limu Original, which is the flagship product, how it was really good for inflammation and allergies and just building your immune system. He started thinking of his mom who had arthritis, and my grandmother and my grandfather that had issues. He wasn't really thinking about me and him because, we were still young, and so he didn't think it would really help us. But what we found out when we did join and get this product to start taking so that we could promote it, we found out that we really liked it. And it was really like all your vitamins you would need in a bottle, and you take a swig of about 2 ounces in the morning and 2 ounces at night. And so we started drinking it, and within a week, we could already tell that, oh, they're right. We do have more energy and we're sleeping better. And it was to the point that if we went to bed and had not taken it, because we weren't in the habit yet, we would get up out of bed and go get our shot of Limu and come back to bed because we knew it was going to help us feel better the next day because we had slept better, And so that was the one. It has more of the seaweed nutrient in it. And so we joke about that, that now we use weed, but you can move on to the Limu shake if you'd like. My husband, being a football coach, he had always known about protein shakes because he had his football team drink protein shakes. And I knew about protein shakes because I was drinking them to lose weight myself. I had drank Slim Fast and I had drank Weight Watchers. And, so when he came home and said, hey, they've got their own protein shake, but it has this super nutrient in it, I was like, well, yeah, that's great, because the super nutrient will help with the other things, and I'm already buying a shake, so I might as well try this one, and then we can promote it and we can make money while we're getting more healthy. And the protein, as you see, comes in chocolate or vanilla, and they're really good. He had drank lots of shakes, and he said sometimes, they're gritty and whatever, but these are really good. They mix up good, and you'll love them. The one that we like next, the energy drink. Now, my husband, so you can go ahead and show the Blue Frog. My husband, as a coach, he kind of got the nickname the Energizer Bunny. I did not know he was drinking energy drinks. I knew he had drank them before, but I didn't realize he was drinking like 4 or 5 a day. And so I just always thought he was, energetic when he was coaching football. But people would say, boy, he's the Energizer Bunny. Well, then when we found Limu, he was like, okay, this will be my thing. I can turn from the energy drinks I've been drinking that are not healthy to start drinking the Limu energy drinks that are healthy. And so I was like, yeah, that's great. Well, in my mind, I thought, well, I don't drink energy drinks, Miss Goody Two Shoes over here, I guess. But then I looked and I thought, wait a minute, I do drink something to get caffeine. I drink something called Dr. Pepper, and sometimes I drink Mountain Dew, and sometimes I drink, and I started thinking, okay, those are not healthy for me either. Why not turn to this Blue Frog that's a healthy caffeine? And I did. And so now I don't even drink sodas anymore because I love the Blue Frog. It makes you feel good. It gives you energy, but you don't crash, and it's not full of bad stuff. So the black can Blue Frog is my favorite. My husband likes the blue too. It has a little bit more caffeine in it, so it supplies him what he needs. But the last thing that Tim's going to show is our newest product, Burn. And it is, now I'm dating myself, but back in the day, we would say it is the bomb. And Burn is definitely the bomb. Burn is a protein in a can. It has soluble fiber, 7 grams of soluble fiber, 20 grams of protein. It's like a snack in a can. And the amazing thing about this is it truly curbs your appetite. So like my teacher friends love this because, when you're at school, you don't want to snack and, you have lunch and they're trying to get the kids all these calories they need, but teachers don't need that, and so to pull this out at lunchtime and drink this, you're getting 20 grams of protein, and it's just, in a good tasting can, you keep it cold, pop it out. It's wonderful. We have seen so many people lose weight supplementing a snack or a meal with this Burn. It's amazing. It's probably my favorite now. The Blue Frog was, but now I think the Burn is my favorite because we've seen people have so many results or so many good results losing weight because it really curbs their appetite. It keeps them full, and it's got a weight loss accelerator, and it's got the nutrient in it. So,
hey, Ann, check this out. I just I just downed mine right before we got started because I had dinner and I didn't want to eat again tonight, so I downed mine. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I was going to turn it back to you. That's my favorite, I think. Mine and Brent's both. I drink one sometimes for my breakfast because, you know, you want to kickstart your day and break that fast from when you've been asleep, and that's an easy way to do it. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, Ann. Thanks for jumping on. And guys, one thing that Ann's very humble, her husband, Brent, very humble, very, very good people, but started doing this. Ann, was it about, how long have you guys been involved?
This December, it'll be 5 years. 5
years, and doing this on the side. They did this on the side for, how long were you guys just doing this part-time?
2 years, I would say. 2.5, something like that. And then Brent started more full-time, and I was still part-time helping him.
And how much over the last 5 years have you guys actually brought home from this company?
Oh, don't put me on the spot like that.
Just do it. Just do it. Let them know.
Well, brought home.
Yes, brought home.
Over a couple of million, I guess.
Yeah, guys, exactly. Over a couple of million. You see why I was so excited to have her on? And just really great people. And I'm not, she didn't even want to tell you that. That's not rehearsed. I didn't tell her I was going to have her say that, because I just know they're really good people. What you're going to find here is we have an amazing system. And thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to finish this up and just kind of talk about the system. And we do appreciate you being on, Ann. We really, really do. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
So guys, what we do is we take these products where billions of dollars are being spent each and every year, and we go on Facebook, the world's largest community, and teach you how to connect the consumer to the manufacturer, just getting your hand in the middle, not by you go selling. Somebody goes online, they'll place the order online, the company drop ships them the products themselves, and that account is in your name. So people ask me all the time, Tim, how much money did you make, Tim, your first month? And I go, I don't know. Like that first month, I created several customers who would go online and purchase these products. I worked on a construction site where every guy walked around with an energy drink in his hand. So I said, hold on, here's an all-natural healthy version for the same money that you're spending. Why not? So they go online and place an order. Guess what? They're still placing an order to this day. And what that means is every time they place an order, I get paid a percentage. That means you get started and you let us teach you how to do online marketing. Not you go sell it to all your friends and beg them to go onto your website and buy, or come buy it out of the trunk of your car. Do it online from your cell phone in the evening after you get the kids tucked into bed, after you get dinner done. Jump online, spend 30, 45 minutes doing some online marketing and move these products and get paid. Every time you create a customer, guess what? I go and buy a new case of these every month. Actually, I buy 2 cases of these. I'm trying to lose some weight and stop eating all the junk food. But guys, I started doing this and it turned into $3,000 or $4,000 a month. And that was more than I ever dreamed. I thought, man, if I could just make an extra $500 or $600 a month. But what you probably lack the vision, and what I definitely lack the vision to see, is how many people are buying these products already and they don't want to be sold. But if you will put the information out there in a way that they go, you know what? I think I like that. Let me buy now. And they buy now on their terms as they have time. You would be floored at how many people will go online and place an order, and you can build this up slowly as you have time. You are your own boss. It's not one of those things where you can make more money than me, I can make more money than you. It's all about how productive we are. We teach you how to have your own, what I call, online franchise. You'll partner up with some really great people that are down to earth, just real down to earth people that have started doing this and do it ourselves. We're not just trying to tell you in theory how to do it. Guys, last year, my organization did about $3.5 million worth of product sales, $3.5 million worth of product sales. You're given a website. Your website is in your name. People will go there from Facebook, will be able to log on, buy now from your website, and you start creating a passive stream of income without ever touching the product, from home at night, doing some of the steps that we will show you from your cell phone. Now, let me finish up here, hopefully, with just some closing thoughts and show you exactly how to get started. That's not what I want to show you. Let's see. You see how great I am with technology. Okay. So I showed you the percentages. Let's just say this, guys. Let's say you got started. Oh, I've had a slide for Ann and everything. I forgot to give it to her. But let's say you got started, and here's what you got to realize. Facebook is the world's largest community. 191 million people every single day. You want to put your business where the most people are. I think that's common sense for most people. If you have a snow cone stand, where do you want to put it? Where the most people are, of course. But Facebook, you don't want to go blast. How many have friends that blast their Facebook pages with, please come buy this stuff for me, please come buy this stuff for me? And I know nobody watching this webinar wants to become that person. Guys, we will teach you professionally how to do it, not by chasing all your friends and family, posting a bunch of 1,000 different pictures of products of you drinking the product and trying to explain it to people. There's a professional way to do it. That is not it. But what you have to realize is when you're talking about over $100 billion of industry partnered up and coupled with the world's largest community, you bring your products and put it in front of the eyes of the largest community in the world. Well, that equals money for people like me and people like Ann. We've helped a lot of people do this. I'm going to skip this because I want to end it up. What if all we did here, guys, what if you never created, $4,000 or $5,000 a month? What if you made just enough money to pay your house note? And here's a cool thing. One thing I didn't even talk about, but this company, as your website moves more and more volume, you qualify for a black BMW where the company actually pays you a car allowance each and every month to drive a black BMW of your choice. It can be an SUV, it can be a car, whatever you want to do. Go pick one of your choice, put their little logo down the side, and they pay you for branding, $600 a month. So if all you did was build this up, guys, it took me 4 weeks to get to that level where the company was paying for my BMW. I own a 335 twin turbo 6-speed. That's what I wanted. And I've never made a payment on it. A free car. And I did that in 4 weeks. And at that level, when you're moving that much volume, you're making about enough money to cover most people's house note. So let me ask you a question. What if all this did was you got started with us and you started making enough money to cover your house note and your car note, giving it 30, 45 minutes a day? Would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? 30, 45 minutes a day. You've seen the products. You know that the people are buying. You're seeing the people here that will teach you and show you how to take 30, 45 minutes a day and funnel traffic to your website. I promise you, when somebody buys on your website, you get paid 20% of any customer order that happens on your website. It's that simple. And we will teach you how to funnel a massive amount of people to your Facebook to your website to purchase products. We show you that. Now, I had some other stuff that sometimes I show people. It's just a comparison. This here, you can go start a McDonald's franchise. It costs $750,000 to start a McDonald's franchise. By the time you're done paying your bills, the normal CEO of a McDonald's makes around $153,000 a year. Guys, in this business, here's how you get started. The most popular package is a $499 fast track pack that gets you licensed and registered with this company, that gets your URL set up, your website set up. It gets you qualified for commissions and bonuses, and you're recognized by the state as having your own home-based business. The $499 package itself is a tax-deductible business package because it's what it's costing you to start your own business. So not only do you get an assortment of all the products for you to try personally, you'll get an assortment of all the products for you to try personally so you can know what's on your online store. We will teach you how to funnel traffic from Facebook to your website so that you can make money for $499, get you your own business that you can run part-time in your spare time and start creating extra income. There's a $150 starter kit. It doesn't include the BMW package, and it doesn't include a lot of the cash bonuses that I guarantee you that you want. Guys, it matters not to me. I do not care which package you choose. The company, you go through the company Limu to get set up. I'm just here to kind of give you a little webinar and show you how it works. There's also a $1,000 package that qualifies you for everything, but it's double the amount of product, basically. It's just double the product. So this is how you get started. You pick one of these packages, you go to a website, you enter your information with the company. You'll never pay me a dime. You'll never pay Ann a dime. You'll never pay any of us any money. Who you're going to pay the $500 to is you're going to buy a business starter kit that includes an assortment of all the products, your URL, your website, your online inventory, everything you need to start your own business. It takes about 15 minutes to do it online. And that's how you get started. You partner with us and you let us teach you how to do online marketing, and you start at night working from your cell phone after you get the kids tucked in, after life has settled down, and start doing some online marketing. Now, here's the honest to God truth, guys. I didn't go to college. All I had was desire and a real reason to do this. I had a family that needed me, and I had to learn how. There is a little bit of a learning curve. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a little bit of a learning curve. It helps if you can maneuver around Facebook already. Now, here's what I will tell you. If you have over 200 friends on Facebook, you're setting on top of a huge business. You're setting on top of a big business right now. If you have 200 friends on Facebook and you don't take the jump and you actually need extra money, then you're crazy, in my opinion. I mean, you don't have to like me. I just don't understand. That's where I was at. I had a few friends on Facebook. I knew how to maneuver around, and I had to learn. And when you have people, not people that are going to teach you theory, but people like me, people like Ann Palmer, who you just met, and a host of other people that are willing to take time out of our day to walk you through the steps, not to show you how we think it should be done, to show you exactly what we do. And you can go build a business and start creating a second stream of income on the side behind products that the world's buying anyway. To me, it's a no-brainer. It really is. So how long should you wait to get started? I don't know. That's up to you. You know, a lot of people put it on a credit card. And here's what I think is funny. People love to buy. They'll go get a loan for new furniture. People all the time go get a small business loan to start their own business. They'll go get a loan for a $1,500 TV or an $800 laptop that will never, ever make them one dang dime. And then they'll look at something like this and go, oh, I really need extra money, but I don't have $500. Oh, but you got that big TV, you got all the chair. Didn't you get those new rims? I mean, how much did those Rockford Fosgates and that amp cost you? I show up to a Starbucks a couple days ago, and a guy pulls up, and I know his rims had to cost $3,000. I could hear his speakers beating inside, and he walks in because he's broke and says, man, I really need something. And I show him this. He's like, I would love to do it, but I don't got 500. Go sell the amp and speakers. So here's what I find. Where there's a will, there's a way. And here's what I'll promise you, and I'll let you off tonight, is this company won't let you down. The products won't let you down. And if you'll come in here ready to roll up your sleeves and work, it's not get rich overnight. It takes time. If you're looking for a get rich quick scheme, yay, I become a millionaire, this ain't it. Go find somebody else that'll take your money. That ain't me. It takes work. You'll get my cell phone number. Get back with the person that added you to this group. Get back with the person that showed you this. Say, hey, I want to get started, because here's the deal. They have a website, and you can go, and they're going to get credit for referring you. Now, you can go make more money than them, but they're going to get it credit for referring you. Okay? Get back to the person who sent you here, and then reach out to me. Say, hey, I'm in. And I promise you, I personally will show up and help you build this business. We'll teach you how. We'll give you the training. We'll provide you the information. Guys, thank you for jumping in tonight. Hopefully, I haven't annoyed you too much. Ann Palmer, thank you so much for jumping on. It was huge having you here. You guys have a great rest of the week. Tomorrow is Monday. Heart attack rate goes up 35% in America today. The alarm clock's going to go off tomorrow, and so many people are going to feel stuck. You could do something tonight. Make a choice. Take a leap of faith. Wake up tomorrow and excited because you got this little thing in the back burner. Some hope. Some hope. And I hope tonight you've enjoyed this. God bless you. Have a great night. Bye.